Alright, boyos, what's up? Today we are looking at some Denver Nuggets versus Phoenix Suns highlights. Big Nuggets fan here from Denver. Been watching them since fucking the days, man. Carmelo Anthony, Jameer Nelson. I mean, we went through it, but we're here. Top of the West right now. Let's see how the West is looking like. Right now we're tied with Memphis at 28 and 13. I think we are ranked number one though because we do have that tiebreaker on them. At number three, New Orleans looking good at 25 and 17. That core of C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Zion, heck, even Jonas Valanciunas, man, they're going to be tough. They just need more experience, in my opinion, I would say. Sacramento Kings coming in at number four, 22 and 18. Light the beam, am I right? De'Aaron Fox and DeMontis Sabonis both did not get any love on the first set of All-Star votes, which is just kind of tough, man. De'Aaron Fox is Kentucky boy, um, clutch in the fourth quarter, and Sabonis is honestly like a mini Jokic. So they need to get more love. They're gonna be in the All-Star game, hopefully. Hopefully. Number five, we got Luca, aka the Dallas Mavericks, 23 and 19. Not much to say about them. They have Luca and Christian Wood, but he needs to start with Luca. But I'm not their coach, so. At number six, we got the LA Clippers, 22 and 21. Coming in at number seven, we got the Suns at 21 and 22. Golden State Warriors at 20 and 21. The Utah Jazz at 20 and or 21 and 23. My bad. And the Minnesota Timberwolves rounding off the top 10 at 20 and 22. So that's our playoff picture looking like at the moment. Now the Trailblazers, they aren't far off the 10th seed from the Timberwolves. They're only a game off. They're 19 and 21. Same with the Lakers, who are 19 and 22. OKC's 18 and 23. I feel bad for Shea, man, and Chet. Wow, I forgot they even had Chet. And then rounding out the bottom two is San Antonio at 13 and 29, and Houston at 10 and 31. So the West, man, it looks a lot different than a lot of people predicted at the beginning. I think Denver is one of the main ones that are up there. But these teams like Memphis, New Orleans, Sacramento, and Dallas, I think everybody thought those were going to be the 6, 7, 8, you know, 8 seeds, and that Phoenix, Golden State, they would be more up in the top 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds. But as we look, man, the West is looking good. The younger teams are starting to take over. And I feel like that's why a lot of people have said the East is looking more dangerous recently. I mean, yes, I would agree. They have. Well, let's just go through the East right now. Fuck it, why not? Arguably the most dangerous team, most well-beat team in the NBA right now. The Boston Celtics at 30 and 12. They're deep, man. Defensively, it's a nightmare with Robert Williams, Al Horford. Every position they have two or three guys who can play. And they got experience too, man. The Celtics are scary. 100%. And I didn't even mention Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I mean, those two names just off the rip should be scary enough. The Celtics, in my opinion, best team in the NBA at the moment. They're leading the Eastern Conference with a record of 30 and 12. And then you have the Nets right behind them, 27 and 13. Everybody was sleeping on the Nets because of the past 2 years. But they got K Dizzle. I know he isn't he out for a few months? Something like that. I know somebody landed on his knee. Prayers up to KD. Recover soon. But the Nets, man, they're looking real good. Who's their new coach? I forget his name. He's the dude with the beard, though. Uh, he's looking good for him, better than Steve Nash. At number three, you have the Milwaukee Bucks. A lot of people say this is the best team in the NBA. They are very deep as well. Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday is their triple threat, really. You got Brooke Lopez, who's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. I mean, this team is deep, man. This team is deep. They're scary. Giannis is scary. They've won championships, so don't ever count out the Bucks coming out of the East. At number four, we got the 76ers. They're 25 and 15. Embiid, man. Embiid, Harden, and Maxey. Honestly, I think their biggest thing is staying healthy. I know Maxey has missed a few weeks with certain things. I know Harden has missed a few weeks with certain things. I don't know for sure how many games that triple through that those three have had together. Because when they play together, they are top tier team, top tier team. Um, but it's you can see they start to struggle a little bit when they don't have all three together. But I would say as long as you have Harden and Embiid, that's going to be, I mean, two top tier players in the league. The 76ers are going to be good too. And then one of my favorite teams to watch, the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. Another team that needs to stay a little bit healthy. I know Darius Garland has missed some time, and Donovan Mitchell has had to step up. They've swapped time, vice versa. Donovan Mitchell has missed. Darius Garland's had to step up, etc. We also had Donovan Mitchell drop 71 points or some crazy shit like that. Cavs are legit. The only thing is they're young. A lot of people say they need experience in the playoffs and stuff. Still got Kevin Love, Jarrett Allen. I mean, this team's deep, dude. Karis LeVert. Oh man, I could just go on about the Cavs. They got talent at almost every single position. I'm saying their backup center and Robin Lopez is not talent, but hey, I love Robin Lopez. No Robin Lopez hate. At number 6, we got the Knicks. Again, Knicks looking. I see why people say the East is looking a little more crazier than the West. At least the top 6. Knicks, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, R.J. Barrett. I know I'm missing names, but I was going to say Cam Reddish. He ain't even in their rotation. But the Knicks, man, another young team. They got New York, the atmosphere. I mean, 23-19. Their record shows it. Rounding out the East. Wow, man. A lot of people would not predict this, but we got the Pacers at 23-19. Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield. Miles Turner running the show over there. Tyrese Halliburton needs to get an All-Star bid. Like I said in the West, I don't know who's making these All-Star votes, but fuck, man. Then we got the Miami Heat. A lot of people would have had them probably in the top 5, maybe even top 4. They are 22-20. Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Bam, Tyler Hero. I haven't watched enough Heat games per se to exactly diagnose what's going on over there, but I say by playoff time, once they get to the playoffs, they should be a scary team because of what Jimmy Butler turns into. At number 9, the Atlanta Hawks at 19-22. Trae Young, John Collins, John the Baptist, whatever you call him, Clint Capella. They have kind of fallen off a cliff, per se, since they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Was that 2 or 3 years ago? Something like that. I see the value of Trae Young. I see he's a very good offensive player, but he's a defensive liability. Um, and I don't think, well, in most games, he usually makes up for his defensive lack on the offensive end by scoring a ton of points, but they just haven't really built that team around him as they should. They got rid of Kevin Herter, who went to the Kings. He's been putting up numbers for him. They lost, I think, Gallinari to the Celtics. I know he tore his ACL too, but I mean, Gallinari is still a decent role player. The Hawks, man, they're still in the playoff picture. I guess that would be considered the play-in game. But from when they went to the Eastern Conference fucking finals, yeah, the Eastern Conference finals, they've kind of fallen off. And at number 10, you got the Chicago Bulls. I think they have. They got a lot of issues. Not in. I don't want to say in a disrespectful or bad way, but I've heard issues of like, oh, Zach LaVine needs to be gone by the trade deadline. Just locker room stuff like that. The way their team is built, I mean, they shouldn't be bad, dude. Like let me think, Vucevic, Levine, DeRozan. Oh, Lonzo Ball's been hurt. That hurts them a lot. Alex Caruso, I guess, still plays. They have Gordon and Dragic, Derek Jones Jr., Colby White, Patrick Williams. I mean, this team on paper looks very good. I will say it, but it just isn't pulling through. I mean, they're 19-23 and about to be out of the playoffs. So, and then rounding out the East, you got the Raptors, Fred VanVleet, Baby Drake, Spicy P. He's been going off. He needs to get the All-Star this year, but it's that team, just not enough talent, man. Scotty Barnes wasn't well, I shouldn't say wasn't. I am a big fan of Scotty Barnes, and he's only a sophomore. I think defensively, he's him. It's the offensive side of the ball that he needs a little more time on. Not in a bad or disrespectful way, but I mean Scotty Barnes, man. I think a lot of people were thinking this was going to be his breakout year. You know, he'd be putting up bigger numbers and such, and that isn't the case, and that's not a bad thing. You know, Scotty Barnes is I don't know. He'll be good in a few years, man. He just needs a few years. That's all. Washington Wizards 18-24. Monte Morris, fucking Will Barton, not KCP, Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, 18-24. The Magic 16-26. The kind of the opposite of the James Harden Rockets here. You know, I think they have a lineup that can be 6'10" or above at every position. Besides, like, whoever that 6'7" point guard is. Fuck. I mean, they'll be good. They have just a lot of young people. Bol, Paolo, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz. I mean, this team will be good in a few years. They just are very young. Same thing with the Pistons and the Hornets, man. I feel like these teams in the East they're good. They're just young. I mean, the Pistons, Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey. Those are the two I can remember off the top of my head. Don't they have Bojanovic too? One of the Bojanoviches. They also drafted Jaden Ivey. Didn't they sign Marvin Bagley? They may or may not have Marvin Bagley. Don't quote me on that. But Detroit Pistons, same with the Magic, and I'll even throw the Hornets into this conversation. I mean, they could be looking at a play-in game in a few years. They're young. They're good. Now the Hornets people, who do they got? They got LaMelo. Don't they have Kelly Oubre, Scary Terry, P.J. Washington, Plumlee. I mean, this team just needs to get better bigs. They have pretty good, is it backcourt, front court? I don't know the right term. Their guards are pretty good, but I mean, Mason Plumlee is your starting center, and I know they drafted Mark Williams. They have that other dude, big guy. Oh fuck, I can't remember his name. They'll be playing for a play-in maybe in a few years. They're just young, man. And they also had that big loss of Miles Bridges. I heard he may be coming back though, but that also impacted their team a lot. But yeah, so that's what the West and the East is looking at right now. Tonight we're looking at, or I guess I should say today, we are looking at the Suns playing the Nuggets, man. A lot of people say these are some of the best teams in the West. The Suns have had some issues. They're below 500 at the moment, and I don't think Chris Paul was playing. No, he was not. Let me see what he was injured for again, real quick. We go box score. All right, so starting for the Phoenix Suns today, Dario Saric, Nuggets legend Torrey Craig, Malik Bridges, Bismack Biyombo, and Doreen Washington Jr. I've not heard of him before. Gets the start for the Suns today. And DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul were both out. They did not play. And neither did Landry Shamet. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. Starting for the Nuggets, AG, Michael Porter, Jokic, Jamal, and KCP. And let's see, coming off the bench, we had Najee, Bruce Brown, Konkar, Bones. Yeah, and looks like Davion Reed, Christian Brown, Ish Smith, Jack White all got some time. So yeah, let's get into these highlights and let's just break it down and see what we got going.
Denver coming off a win against Los Angeles 2 nights ago. Meanwhile, Phoenix shorthanded one last night in San Francisco. Murray will bring it up court.
Oh, this would be a big game for Jamal. I know he had a back-to-back.
Guarded by Bridges.
But how he handles just ramping back up to big minutes.
There's that two-man game with Murray.
There it is,
Joker.
just going early. Yambo's got to step up on that. That's what Jamal does,
Murray,
man. His mid-range
amongst the top 5 players scoring this year, and
that
handoffs like that. Here's Biombo. Put one home over Gordon.
First play of the game for
Subsequent
Phoenix,
to that, the jump ball. Saric with a mismatch on Murray. Left the jump hook on the front rim.
Board MPJ. Swinging it deep, looking like Jokic. To Aaron Gordon.
Saric caught on Joker. Back out to Aaron Gordon.
I mean, just watching this play, inside, out, free screen.
Michael Porter Jr. punching it home.
The Nuggets are just so
been
fun
shooting
to watch
it pretty well.
That was a beautiful
Joker with the steal on Biombo.
What a steal.
Picked him clean.
And then he just,
missed the layup, kept it alive. Joker, 3 for Porter, tipped it to himself.
Jokic is just, that's incredible.
Here's Jamal Murray, who recently played his first back-to-back.
Wow.
Out to
I mean, how do you guard that? And you know what's crazy? Jokic should not touch the ball at all this possession. So it's just a little screen and roll. Gordon and Murray, and Gordon is what, first, second, third in the NBA in dunks. So Washington's got to drop. He's got to respect that. Saric has to step up because of Murray's mid-range game, and then this team is just they're so, I guess, what's the word, gelled together, you would say already. KCP's already floating up. The pass is already gone. I mean,
back to back.
How do you guard that? And KCP's out to 46% from the field. I mean, that's just beautiful.
That's the second time they gave him that look against the smaller Murray. He's got to win that matchup if they're going to defend against the smaller.
Okay, so Aaron Gordon.
Okay, AG. Jokic just floats.
He's got to win that
Phoenix
matchup
doesn't get back, and then puts a little bit of
Okay,
spin on it. Okay, AG. I see you. I see you. These all Nuggets highlights? Man, dude.
Second night of a back-to-back. Caldwell Pope drives it in. Draws it in, one.
Jokic has draws so much
He's never
attention,
seen anything like that in all his years of coaching. And certainly you see now where the Denver Nuggets have gone from 28 to 22 in defensive ranking. And in the last 12 games, guys.
Headshot, KCP. Turn me up.
And back comes Jokic. Whips it to Gordon. And he knocks it down.
I think.
Did you see that pass?
That was crazy.
Man, the lead is down to 6 with
I think he was trying. I didn't think he
to go
expected
here
Gordon to cut.
in the first quarter. Joker with a nice post
All right,
up.
kids. This is one thing I love about Jokic.
A little over 3 minutes.
So we see he gets back. It's not transition. It was off of a made bucket. But he gets back, and this is all without the ball. I think a lot of people these days want to get the ball, dribble, and make their shot and get their bucket without getting the ball. This is all without the ball. Jokic gets down the court quick, uses his size, and gets a pin. He has already set up his 2 points without touching the ball yet. And that's by just getting down low, getting position, and there's nobody back to cover the seal. So
in the first quarter, Joker with a nice post up.
And he floats it up.
Easy.
That's one thing I love watching about Jokic is when he gets out in transition, he always finds a smaller guy, tries to develop a mismatch, or even if he doesn't have a mismatch, get a better position, get in an advantageous position, so he'll score. He guaranteed himself that layup without even touching the ball, and that's just beautiful.
Money.
You go high pick and roll. Didn't really even
Landale dribble handoff to a Kogi. Feeling it.
Travel.
7 quick ones for Josh Okogie. Primary ball handler with Brown in the backcourt. Bones on the drive, slams on the brakes.
He hits this.
Tough shot falls.
What
I say that's not a good
he wants
shot,
to play
but it
more.
went
He
in.
wants to be
These
more
are
involved,
NBA players.
and that's fine because he works his tail off. And he's going to be put in position
that all.
where he's going to be asked to do
That's
more
an ankle
time.
breaker without the ball. Another thing, beautiful relocation here.
Wants more. He wants to play more. He wants to be more
Damian Lee
involved.
gets it out of bounds.
And that's
Soft
fine.
double team, and he's such a threat 3-point shooting wise, Bruce Brown has to go hard because he thinks it's the dribble handoff. He has to come hard off of it and be trailing off of his hip. Because if he isn't, the dude will just take it off the handoff, right off the screen, easy three. But Lee recognizes it, relocates to the corner. Jamal does a good job of switching. Konkar, he should. I mean, in a perfect world, Konkar rotates down, Bones rotates, and Bruce covers him over here. But Konkar's not even looking. I guess Bones kind of sees what's going on. Bruce makes the right play, tries to recover.
He's going to be put in position.
It's too late.
He's going to be asked to do more time.
That's just beautiful relocation by Damian Lee because, look, I mean, look at all the space.
He wants to be more involved, and that's fine.
Again, doesn't even have the ball. Look
he works his tail off.
Look at that opening. He opens up right in the middle of the paint without even having the ball. Beautiful.
And he's going to be put in position where he's going to be asked to do more time. What you don't want to do is give him a steady diet of playing one particular way. Mix it up, and then you got to live with the results.
Step up on that. Whoever Mullet Man is needs to step up.
Murray shakes loose.
Handoff.
Great ball
Good
fake.
pass.
Inside with the slam.
I am so glad the Nuggets are now playing Zeke Naji.
Brown had a notion.
DeAndre
Over the top
Jordan.
of Lee. Loose ball.
Oh, good hustle, Bruce.
Brown on the deck, got it.
Oh.
Loose ball still. Murray on the deck. Out to Naji. Brown fires the
Tough
three.
shot, Bruce. Oh my goodness. Good board, Vladko. Out to Bones. Cash money. That's all because of rebounding. I mean, a hustle, man.
And what you don't want defensively is allow him to get it going because all of a sudden, he's a world beater.
Oh.
Here's Murray on a step back three,
oh,
man.
Jamal. That was
Saric. Tough shot. And here comes Highland with a lot of energy into the front court.
Oh, how do you kick? Oh, my goodness.
Man,
now, for those kids who are skilled with the ball, watch this motherfucker Bones. I mean, the little shimmy hesitation he hit on him. The dude didn't
Highland with a lot of energy into the front court.
Oh,
Bones pulls.
That's unguardable.
Man,
In transition, that is
about
unguardable.
squeezing that one off, Mark.
For all you shifty point guards, man, go watch Bones.
Aaron Gordon
go
also
watch
back in the ball game. Porter Jr. fires. Loose ball.
And he
Joker
somehow just gets the rebound. One hands that bitch, puts it back in. Gotta love you.
Denver scores the second most points per game in the NBA.
And that wasn't even a set play. That was Joker bringing it up the floor and making the play to KCP.
No hate, Bismack Biyombo, but what was that?
It wasn't even a set
play.
That was
Paul
Joker
here.
bringing it up the floor and making the play to KCP.
Jokic the point guard, out to Bones, in transition. Damn.
Man, he is feeling himself.
Come me the fuck up, Bones.
After playing overseas in Australia.
Dribble handoff,
really carved an
KCP.
itch for himself here in Denver.
Not
Here's
there.
Bones.
The double
Off the
back
staggered
screen.
screens.
Oh, that's a beautiful play
what.
design. I didn't even see it till late. You don't even see how it starts. Oh, that's beautiful play design by me. Go through it right here. They know Bones is hot. They have a Kogi on him. They won't start him with the ball. They'll start Jokic with the ball. Bones shimmies his way down to the baseline, and they do that dribble handoff with KCP. You see that a lot, and KCP usually gets this his defender off of him, hits that mid-range right around that free throw line area. And that's such a threat, and you see that so much on film. He knows Michael Porter's a shooter, so is that Okogie? Okogie's going to stay connected to Porter. And Saric has to drop over to KCP to stop that mid-range because he will shoot it. But the thing is, Jokic will usually roll off of that. But he's not going to roll off of that.
Brilliant.
You know why? Because they have Bones coming on the double along the outside because that motherfucker just hit 2 threes in a row. Yeah, Craig gets under the first one. He's not getting under Jokic. Pass.
Off the staggered screens.
Beautiful play design.
I tell you what,
I mean, just reading the tendencies of the defense.
I got no problem if he makes it. Buys in defensively. His team is the best in the West.
Okay. Question, Malik. Question.
I got no problem if he makes it.
Throw that. I guess Porter's 6'10", though. Throw it now, yeah. It's a tough read, I guess, because I guess you see Bones coming over. I don't know. See, that's that's one of the great things that Jokic does perfectly. Is like in these situations that it's like, because Sarge is the bigger guy, has position on KCP. Jokic, I mean, this is why every team would wish they had Jokic, because he will make that pass somehow, some way. But now that I see it more slowed down, Malik, I see what you're seeing now. That's not necessarily open, in my opinion.
Buys in defensively.
Swings
His
it
team
over.
is the best in the West.
Has actually. Okay, I see what he's doing. Smart play by Malik. Because he sees
off the staggers.
Boys.
He makes it. Buys in defense.
He sees the mismatch. Leads him a little bit with the pass because he sees the bigger Jokic on the smaller Lee.
His team is
Lee attacks the top foot.
the best in the West right now.
Euro step.
And he's having an all-star type season.
I see what he did.
Elbow touches this year than him. And
handoff.
Murray, tough pull-up. Oh, man.
Jamal's back.
Jamal Murray might be
Jamal's
back.
Even when they don't.
From the line.
Even when they don't.
40 for 40 as a team, making history.
Again.
Big body bends inside. That's a 550 SL
Sets up his layup without even having the ball. All right, Russell.
Quick outlet to Gordon.
Flyby on aisle 3. Good work, AG.
Had 2 flybys. Quiet so far, just 2 points. Saric left that short.
Oh, he's gone.
And
Air Serbia.
Joker with an easy deuce.
Put him in the dunk contest. It's a joke, people. You don't actually need that.
Porter Jr.
Okay, Mike. Okay, Mike. I thought he was going to shoot that. Turn me the fuck up, Michael.
Good in Jack Ramsey's offense, too. Love the way
All right, don't be doing too much now.
No,
you played against him where?
Okay, good.
No, I watched
Good.
him. I watched him.
Okay.
I played against him when he was with the Boston Celtics.
That's just...
Open at the three-point line. He never passed it, so I can't get it.
You can tell the Nuggets have played with each other. The Suns' offense looks a lot more ISO, pick and roll, pick and pop orientated. I mean, these dudes have just played together. Jamal knows to pull up because Porter can't force it.
You played against him where?
Jokic immediately knows, look where I am in the paint. No one can stop me down here. Jamal recognizes it.
Okay.
I played against him when he was with the Boston Celtics.
It's like a
open at the three-point line. He never passed it, so
and then even that.
Jamal Murray with the
passes it.
You know that
team has just
Pat's
played
texting
together.
you about now about that big man on the list, right?
No.
And Porter Jr. with the rebound.
Hold that, Mike.
The 3, count it, and the foul underneath.
I'd be so pissed playing against Jokic, man.
Fires. Gordon hung out for a couple of days and had some time to grab a bite to eat and
Mike.
talk about life a little bit, talk basketball.
Oh, my. He's just everywhere. Look what Jokic does without the ball.
Gordon hung out for a
Doesn't
couple
get
of
it.
days and
He's running. Sees the smaller dude in the paint. Immediately goes to start pinning.
And talk
It's like, oh, this is my
about life a little bit, talk
Fine.
basketball. And
It's ridiculous, dude. If you want to know what to do off ball, watch Jokic.
Jokic out top. Murray got Lee on his hip. A long
back.
2 is pure.
Jamal's back.
No double team coming. They
Reseal.
repost it to Joker.
He's too good, man.
There's Bridges.
Oh,
Big time
my.
Got it back. There's Bridges.
Turn me up, Cancar.
Big time block.
I thought he was
Got
about
it
to
back.
get ended. Here comes Yoke. Out to Bones. Getting back to him. Good find.
Boy, Denver getting it done
Yep.
at both ends tonight. And reports say that they've already sold almost 64,000 tickets to that game.
Why would they show me
as
this?
they try to break the record.
Oh, no.
Jamal Murray,
are you
meanwhile,
okay?
comes up hobbling.
no.
Happened a moment ago with Denver's Jamal Murray. Turned that left ankle,
Okay, was it his ankle?
trying to make a cut.
Not his knee?
And subsequent to that, he went into the tunnel. And we're assuming he's being looked at by the team's athletic
Dude, we're up
training
by
staff.
25
And he adds a nice little
He's-
variable to this
I
team
hope
as
Jamal's
well.
okay, man. I love
His experience.
Oh, reliable. A veteran that can shoot, can finish, can defend. Mike Malone calling a timeout right away.
Highland posts up. Good entry pass on Lee.
Good cut.
Nice dime drop.
Zeke Najee.
To Zeke Najee.
Good, man.
Good hustle by Okogie for an extra opportunity.
Playing a little
well, you can see some of the similarities. Change of speed, lull you to sleep, the burst of speed, the ability to shoot and finish.
Right? That tartan floor? Come on, man. You know it gave you shin splints.
I'll
say it for you.
Kick it to the corner. Never mind. He said, fuck that.
But even I got
big body.
My middle son is the best shooter in the house.
And
we go and he talks about exactly that. He's showing me different angles and why I'm like, dude.
Devin Booker, for a substantial amount of games, has hurt them. Keep in mind, folks, that this Phoenix team was 15-6 before they began to encounter their injuries.
Up by
Memphis Grizzlies looming near the top, at the top right now in the West. Sacramento Kings in the 5th seed spot right now.
I thought he shot that.
Hammers one home. Make it into the play-in or the play-in.
Davion out to Zeke. Cash.
They got to get healthy. And you need Anthony Davis back.
Before Anthony Davis got hurt, he might have been the best player in the NBA for the dozen or so games he was healthy.
He was playing at an incredible
Take
level.
it to the corner. White boy, corner three.
Here's White from the edge.
Ooh, that shit was wet.
I thought you were walking it up on purpose.
All right, Nuggets, 97 to 126. We beat the Suns. I guess it's a pretty good dub because they were Landry Shamet-less, Chris Paul-less, and DeAndre Ayton-less. But let's look at the box score here. Holy shit. The Suns starters were all like a plus-minus 20 or lower. Damn. Let's see. Suns' highest scorer was Torrey Craig with 16. He made all 3 of his threes. Didn't miss a shot, actually. Nice job, Torrey Craig. They had 3 dudes in 11. Yeah, Suns did not look very good today. Only 1 dude in a positive, plus minus. Looking at the Nuggets, Eric Gordon had 12 points, 4 for 4 from the field. Only missed 2 free throws, 2 assists, a steal, and a block, plus 18 on the floor for Gordon today. Let's see. My boy, Mike Porter Jr., 2 for 7 from 3. Was hucking a lot of them today, had 11 points, but he was plus 20 on the floor, 4 for 9 from the field. 6 boards, an assist. That's what I like to see, Mike. Beautiful, playing inside of his role. I'd like to see you hit a little more of those threes, but hey, man, I can't complain. And, of course, the big man, Jokic, 10 for 15. Jesus. Didn't take a 3. He did miss 2 free throws. That's the one thing we're going to critique him on. Jokic need to hit your free throws. 18 rebounds, 1 assist off of a triple-double with a steal. He did have 3 turnovers, 21 points, plus 17 from the field, from the floor. I mean, we got to stop taking it for granted, man. This is generational. Doing it night in and night out. Crazy. Jamal Murray, 6 for 13, 2 for 5 from 3, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Let's see. He had 2 boards, 6 assists, 16 points. I love to see it, Jamal. You're getting back. He's getting back there. KCP, 27 points, 5 for 7, 4 for 5 from 3, 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, plus 26 from the on the floor, 15 points. KC motherfucking P, baby. Turn me the fuck up. Great pickup. I'm so glad we traded for him. He's been beautiful. I know he's close to leading the NBA in three-point percentage. I won't say he is because I don't know for sure. But KCP, man, been playing his ass off recently. Let's go. Zeke Najee, man. Playing 20 minutes off the bench. 6 for 9, 1 for 3 from 3. Okay. 1 board, 1 block, plus 12 with 15 points. That's what the bench needs, Zeke. That's what they need you to do. Bruce Brown played 25 minutes, 2 for 6. 0 for 3. That's all right, Bruce. You've been shooting good recently. I need you to hit one of those maybe, but don't sweat it. 2 boards, and assists, 2 steals, a block. That, man, never mind, Bruce. You did your work today. Plus 11, only 4 points, but it's that defensive end, man. It's like KCP and Bruce Brown combined for 4 steals and a block. Like, that's like, yeah, I don't even care how many points they put up offensively. If Bruce Brown does that every night, oh, I love it, Bruce. Another man who's been turning the bench around for the Nuggets, Vlatko Kankar, in 19 minutes was 1 for 3 from the field. Let's see, he had 3 boards, 3 assists, 1 block, plus 9, only 2 points. I mean, solid, Vlatko, solid. That's all we need from you, you know. Bones Highland, the boy, 24 minutes, 7 for 12 from the field, 5 for 7 from 3. My boy had a 1 board, 4 assists, 1 steal. Turn me the fuck up, Bones. Plus 7, 21 points. I mean, shit, man. This man, Bones, you need to watch this fool. Up and coming. This man is him. I am in love with Bones Highland. Davion Reed and Christian Brown rounding out the bench. Reed played 6 minutes, didn't attempt a shot. Had 3 boards, though, an assist. Turn me up, Davion Reed. Christian Brown took 2 shots, didn't make any of them. Hit both of his free throws, though. Had 1 steal. I mean, they need to give you more minutes, Sebron, but it's tough. I feel you. And DeAndre Jordan did not play. So, yeah, man. That is the Nuggets Suns game with a little breakdown of the East and the West at the beginning. Yeah, boys, let me know what you think. We'll be back with some more NBA/Nuggets themed content. Subscribe, hit the fucking like button, and this will probably be more of like a Nuggets themed channel just because I'm a big Nuggets fan. But let me know if you boys want to see like a more NBA themed channel where it's not necessarily, I don't want to say as biased. I feel like I have pretty good unbiased opinions, but it's more NBA focused, talking about other teams, talking about what I see in other teams, stuff like that. So yeah, boys, just let me know. And that was the Nuggets Suns highlights. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.